All right, we are live.
You never say action or like 3, 2, 1. So I
No,
never know when to go into it. What if I had to
exactly.
let out something? Like, what if I had a huge sneeze and I was like, wow, like right when we started?
That'd be funny.
Should we restart? Or are we good?
3, 2, 1, action.
Hey, everybody.
No, I didn't restart. We're still rolling.
Oh, son of a gun. Welcome to this week's episode of, what do we call this?
I just put LazyCast.
LazyCast.
Yeah.
I'm so lazy I didn't take the time to memorize what we call it. Only 63 subscribers. What the man? What else you guys watching? Oh, there's something more fun out there to
We'll
watch.
get more eventually.
All right. Well,
But I'm Cody. I'm the programmer.
I want whoever is the 1,000th person to subscribe to us to like post like once it clicks over. Like I want to know who that 1,000th person is, and we're gonna like do something for them, like a shout out or something, or maybe we'll put them in the game somehow. Maybe they'll do.
That'd be
We'll have
cool.
their voice or something. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't giving you like prizes. Like we ain't giving you money or anything. Yeah. What were you saying? Oh, your name's Cody. That's right.
Yeah.
Hi, Cody.
We still don't know who you are.
I'm Johnny. I'm Cody's the programmer. I'm everything else. I'm the game designer, geek level designer, uh, art director,
Of
which is
himself.
not great for me because I'm not great at art.
He
I'm
has
mediocre.
he has very crazy arguments with himself about the art direction.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So can you imagine in my head? I got to plan it all out, man. And then and then we're both we both kind of build the game, which I like. I really like that way we work together. Like it's not just I design all the levels. Like you get in there and you make levels and we figure it out, and then I'll be like, "Ooh, I like that. We're keeping your level because I don't want to do mine."
Yeah, it's a joint effort.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome everybody. This is the fourth one. Is this our fourth one? I think it is.
Looking at the one right now, it says new is the third one.
Yeah, so this is
That's
the fourth
posted
one.
4 days ago, so that's probably a little late because it's supposed to be on Fridays.
Listen, YouTube was having problems. It would
That's true.
I would upload it and then it'd be like processing and it'd be like 98% processing and then all of a sudden it'd be like, sorry, we're having issues. Upload it again.
Processing.
And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Good thing we don't have a whole bunch of subscribers.
Well, right now we have 63
At this moment.
as of 6/7/2019.
Yeah.
What month is 6? January, February, March, April, May, June.
In a year from now, we will have.
We'll have 65.
We'll have. I'm gonna take a guess. We'll have 200.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I was thinking, well, because I said whoever the 1,000th person is, like we should totally do something for him. But then I was like, well, wait, how much longer? I'm like, oh, that's a long way away.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I guess I'm thinking by this time next year, well, like 550 or something like that.
Okay. I think 200. He thinks 550. Johnny has more faith in us.
Yeah, because we're doing it every week. So
no, yeah, we
and that's
are.
what people want. Like that's the thing I've noticed. Like you have to at first, no one really pays attention because they're like, oh, here we go, another person thinks they're so cool and they're actually gonna do a YouTube channel. We'll see. But then, like when you actually do it consistently and you're accurate with your time frames and stuff, and you start kind of doing some of the things that you say you do, people are like, oh, okay, they're actually kind of doing it. Well, let's go ahead and get involved a little bit. Let's go see what's going on. Because you have to build up the fan base. You have to build people,
Yeah,
actually
and
being interested.
the thing is I don't think these podcasts are what will get subscribers. I think like
our fun attitudes.
Yeah.
Banter.
No, I think if we do like smaller videos and stuff like we plan on doing here soon, hopefully starting next week. I think that'll get
Yeah.
subscribers, but then those subscribers will see all our other videos and the podcasts we're doing and then tune in for that, and yeah.
Right.
But we do have a couple plans for the YouTube channel. We want to try to start doing every Monday, like just jump on for a couple hours and work together and do it live on YouTube and stream it so you guys could kind of see our process and everything. And not only that, but it will also help kind of cement in at like some time that we could just put aside to like work on all the game related stuff, because when you're busy with like work and other things, you can kind of like, since we're not really getting paid for this, it can kind of be you know, less of a priority. Not saying it's like, you know, not a priority, but like of course making money and doing our jobs and work is more of a priority. But going live hopefully every Monday will at least cement some time out that we can focus on this.
So what you're saying is, if they want us to do this as a career, we just need a little bit of support from them, the fans. Also,
I
we
mean,
should
that'd be
release a
awesome.
game so we could start selling it, and then we can make money that way. That'd also probably be a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, but I'm not gonna like ask them to support if they don't want to.
No, you don't know. No one has to support. I'm just saying.
Unless you want
I
to,
mean, I did.
we take
I mean, I
$100.
subscribed.
That'd be cool.
No, that's not how they support us. Don't they support us by just subscribing and liking something? I don't know how this works, man.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to get into a great segue about social media and how it all works, because
Yeah.
it's so much to it. Like doing all this,
There's a lot.
this is just basically like, hey, I wanted to do this, like I've talked about before. Having checks and balances keeps me honest, and I love the idea of actually starting to do something on Monday. And it doesn't even have to be the current game we're working on, because I'm working on a couple side projects for myself. So, it could be whatever we're working on there. So
Yeah, maybe we'll just hop on and whatever we're working on at that
yeah,
time.
and just be like, hey, well, we're working on this, and we're gonna keep it going.
And then if anybody has any questions or whatever, they can ask them.
And then I think as we build levels and stuff, and which I actually have the level kind of open up, and I haven't worked on designing it yet. I was trying to just getting in there. We can show people like, this is me working on the level this week. This is what's going on. I'm doing this. Or maybe I'll just get on like a Sunday night or something and just throw something up as like me just listening to some music as I design a level. I don't know.
Yeah, I could do that too. I mean, I could give you all the like stuff for the YouTube channel to get you going on streaming it if you want to stream or put your video up there or whatever. Like if you want to do a speed level design, that could be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But yeah, we're also gonna start doing some small tip videos. I'm gonna be doing some Unity tip videos, just like around 5-minute videos. That stuff that might be bugging us, or like we might be doing something the long or harder way, and then we find a trick or a tip that helps speed up that process. We'll share it with everybody.
Right. Exactly.
So I'll be doing Unity. If he finds anything in Unity or Blender, he'll be doing that. But that's pretty much the new stuff we're going to try to start doing in the YouTube front. On Twitter.
So what you're saying is, so it sounds like what might be better for the YouTube channel going forward, and like that's what we've talked about, Q&A and all that stuff. So if you have comments or whatever you guys feel, all our fans out there, all 63 at the moment, put in your thoughts. But it sounds like what we might start doing is just mostly like a conversation on Fridays, answering questions like we've talked about, which I don't think we have any this week, but answering questions, talking more about game design, telling you what we're doing to get into the industry, things what we've done. And then during the week, we could start posting videos of actually us making the game. That might be a better idea. That way it's not like, oh, Friday, of showing you how I do the level design. So that way I might just use the video or do a video of me designing the level some other time.
Yeah, I think Fridays should be more of like a not
Just
really
talk to the
showing.
community.
Yeah, just talking, kind of update them on what we've done this week, and all that stuff, and plans for next week or whatever. But Twitter, we last week I actually listened to an audiobook by Gary Vanderchuck, I think his name is. But
Mm-hmm.
he like wrote a book about entrepreneur and social media and all this other stuff. So I listened to that and I've tried to apply what he's been saying. With Twitter, we've gotten about 10 or 15 new followers since last week. We just started an Instagram account for Lazy Goblins, and we've gotten about 40 followers. We started that last week, and then let's see what else. Haven't really done much on Facebook, um, and then the YouTube. We got plans to do more stuff starting hopefully next week. But yeah, it's kind of been working. I mean, we were at like on Twitter, we were at like a steady 545 for like the longest time. But once I started like applying some of the stuff you talked about in the ebook, then we started gradually increasing that. Uh, but yeah, I mean, social media is like really hard. It's basically its own job.
Yeah, I am not. I don't like getting on and doing stuff, answering some questions. If I've popped into the Discord a couple times and hi to people and stuff. But like Cody said, it's its own job. You really have to put in so much time to manage it, to update stuff, to get involved. It's really its own thing to try to work on.
Yeah.
And like we're fortunate that Cody, you actually do some of it. Like because it's such a huge part. I think it's such a important thing in order for your business to succeed because people like to know what's going on. They like to kind of see stuff. They like to see, um, you, stumble across things and kind of follow it and see where it goes. And it kind of helps you grow without you even doing much. And one of the things that we actually, I know I heard at a GDC talk was they were saying that with the way social media is now and the way everything is, you don't like that's the thing that if you can get into social media correctly and if you can actually like spend the time and do it justice and do it right and post things and update and be on there all the time, you don't need to put so much money into marketing because you've
Yeah.
done all your marketing already. So it's a great way to save tons of money instead of saying, "Oh, now I got to drop like at least $5,000 or $2,000 on some company that's going to help me market my stuff." It's just by you posting stuff constantly and keeping your fans updated, you'll start to build a fan base, and then they're interested in it, and then they tell friends, and blah blah blah. So it's a great way. And they're saying now they're like, I don't even know why people pay for marketing when we have free open source social media. You could just show your stuff off all the time, and as long as you're constantly updating it, it's going to keep people interested.
Yeah, the thing is the initial push of that, the initial trying to get new people to like new followers and all that stuff, because that's kind of the hard part.
Yeah.
Because you got to get
Yeah.
people interested, and then you kind of got to give them a reason to follow you. Um, but yeah.
Yeah, because you can't like just start one and then hopefully people if it just look at it every once in a while and start fanning hard on their stuff like you need to do stuff, post
Hmm.
something. It doesn't have to be honestly, I think it needs to be tailored to you. Like I don't think it necessarily needs to be like, oh well, it's got to be interesting or funny to keep my interest. If all you want to do is you're not a real social person, then just post videos, of you working your project. Here, oh,
Yeah.
I updated this. Here's this. Oh, I modeled this today. I threw it in there. I'm working on my lighting. This is what I did. Like, just show images, little gifs of you working, whatever,
That's what
because
I've
some
been
people
doing.
want to see that. Yeah. So,
And use hashtags.
yeah. Hashtag, check out my stuff.
Yeah, but that's pretty much how it's going on social media and all that. I should probably start trying to promote the Discord on other places rather than YouTube.
Right.
But I'll get into that once I get into a groove.
What I should have done is, that's the thing. Maybe we can have guest stars on our show every once in a while. Because I have a cousin. She is actually doing social media for a company now, and maybe I can get some tips, or maybe one day, if she doesn't mind, maybe she can kind of.
That could be cool.
We could do a little quick interview segment thing and be like, "Hey, so what are your thoughts, or how does that work?"
Yeah, that could be cool.
Because she does it, and I know a little bit about it from her, and just it's a ton of work. Like, she's always busy. Like, it's crazy how now that's its own job. Like, you can get in the game industry by being a social media person.
Yeah. Like
So
in the ebook I listened to, he was basically saying you want to on all these different platforms, you want to cater the content to it and not recycle and reuse something. So if like I post something on like a GIF or something on Twitter, don't use it anywhere else. Like, kind of, because if you're posting the same stuff everywhere, then people will be like, well, I'm following you here, you do the same stuff over here, I'll just, so my feed is uncluttered in this area, I'll just follow you here.
right.
So
So
kind of like,
basically, what you're saying is you have different platforms, and each platform you use for a different kind of
yeah.
Okay.
And then
Marketing.
he was also saying like, if you want to get your Twitter followers up, spend like 8 hours a day just going through Twitter and replying and commenting and having conversations with people. I was like, geez, that is pretty much a full job.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it
that
makes
is a cool
sense
job.
if you want to get the followers coming in, then you got to interact and everything.
Yeah, because I think that's a big part of anything, right? Like, especially when you're starting out. When you're starting out, you're like, we're here, we're doing this, like we said before, for several reasons. But one of the things is because we want to build a fan base, right? So starting out, you got to put it in. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the effort. And as you get bigger and bigger, and we have that community, in a way, we still need to do our videos, but at the same time, the community will start running itself because people will talk to each other, or be like, oh, if it's about us, for example, oh, I just saw Lazy Goblin posted this thing about this level they're working on for their other game. Oh, that looks cool. They can talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But in the initial part, you have to be the one in the front lines, like pushing and answering the questions and showing people, because they want to feel like they're part of it. Like, we can't sit here and say we're a community and then we're like, oh, we never talk to you guys. So,
Yeah.
we got to push and we got to try to have a conversation. But like you said, it's just really difficult to try to do it like all day long.
Yeah, especially when you have like other jobs you have to do and everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But
So
yeah.
what we need to do is get like an intern.
Yeah. Social media intern.
A social media intern. That'd be great.
First requirement is to listen to or read the Gary Vaynerchuk book.
There you go. It'll be like, no, we already got that. I already done that. I'm going to school for. Trust me, I've been tweeting since I was 5. I got this.
Ashley said hi.
Yeah.
He says hi.
So yeah, and that's another thing too, is a lot of people think, oh, so social media person, all they do is go on and respond and blah blah blah, like, oh, whatever. No, that's not all they do.
Yeah, they do a
Because
lot.
not only are they responding, they're getting in there and they're making sure, if we release the game tomorrow, which we should. I mean, come on, Johnny. If we release the game tomorrow or whatever, they're going in and seeing what people are saying about it, giving us feedback, using that as a tool seeing like they're checking to see if like say we had not that we're going to, but or if we had skins. We had skins for certain the characters, like the hats or whatever. They're gonna let us know which ones are popular, which ones are not. When's the highs and lows? People are buying here, people are buying there. They monitor all that stuff on your social media.
Yeah,
They're
they're also trying to
oh,
think of new content to post.
right.
That's
New
tough.
content, and then I was gonna say is the one of the toughest parts of their job is they also have to go through and make sure people aren't being jerks on your social media or like talking crap or being political or not being PC, like just
Hmm.
saying whatever, spewing whatever they want, and they're using your platform. Like, oh, cool, it's open. We'll just get on here and say all this crap that you and I might miss because we're not on there all the time
Yeah.
to check for that stuff. Like, that's a huge thing because you don't want someone to see a comment on your Twitter that blows up, and now all of a sudden, like the news gets a hold of it, and they're like, Lazy Goblins is associated with it, and we're like, what? So
That would
yeah,
happen too.
yeah, it's totally happened. And we're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, so they don't even care enough to know what we're talking about. And you're like, oh crap. What? So yeah, it's a very uh involved job.
Yeah, it is. But
So
we have to do it.
yeah, you really do. I mean, I think in order to be successful nowadays in any platform, you need to have some kind of social media presence.
Hmm.
Like, I wouldn't say it necessarily makes or breaks you, but I think it definitely wouldn't be a negative, and
Yeah.
it definitely wouldn't like stop you from it wouldn't hurt you from growing. If anything, it would just help you from growing, and
Yeah,
you grow possibly faster.
it's about like building your brand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And your brand is you and your company and your games. So, I mean, if you think about it, just between Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, we have probably all together what 700 people. It sounds like almost. You said
Uh
550 there. We have 63 there, which brings us to like 610.
yeah.
Oh, so no, we're about 650. So about 650 people, right?
Yeah.
So just right now, if we dropped a game for like $5, right? On the what is it we doing? Apple Store? No, not Apple. Android,
Itch.io.
Itch.io. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Itch.io. So yeah, if we dropped a game on there, with what 650 people for $5,
Hmm.
just because of that we made $3,250 if every one of those people bought it.
But that's the thing. If everybody bought it, probably
If
only
they did,
like
but that's what I'm saying.
20% would actually follow through and buy
But
it.
just because we have those people, that could be a good market. At least we have that many people that could possibly buy the game right now.
Yeah,
If you had
exactly.
no presence at all, and you say, I'm releasing a game, and no one knows who you are, or seen it, or heard about it,
Nobody's gonna really
you have
care.
not even potential. Not only that, it's a great way for us to do testing. Hey,
Hmm.
fans on Twitter, we have 20 codes that we want to give out for some people to test our game for free and give us some feedback. Here you go. The first 20 people that respond on YouTube get it or subscribe. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
whatever. So now you have people testing your game for you and giving you feedback. That's huge.
Yeah.
Companies pay for that. Companies pay to have people come in and just test their games. So you can have access to people just doing it for you if they're interested.
Yeah. But it's crazy.
Well, that's a positive.
It's
So
crazy.
yeah, if I had more time, I'd probably be on there more often. But between everything else, I don't still have the time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I gotta get this level done.
I still gotta
That
get
is
the grapple
awesome.
hook working.
Well, at least I've inputted everything into Unity. But the problem is, it's all like some of it's coming in, and it doesn't look right for some reason. Like it's all transparent for some of it, so I don't know what's going on. So I gotta look into that. So
We got this.
yeah, we got this. If I can get this level done, at least built this week, and then we don't have to implement things and just see how things work, that'd be perfect. Because then, in my mind, I feel like we're at least on track with getting this game done sooner than later.
Yeah.
So, and I should have like a calendar, and I should be updating our path to getting this completed. That's the thing. I really just wish I had. You know what you need when you're designing a game. You really, if you have a job, if you have like you should start the whole process, get it going, and then once you're kind of starting it and it's going, take like if you have some vacation, take a little bit of vacation time off. Because if I could just have like 3 days, maybe 4 to just work on this solid, I could have everything where I want it to be and make sure where we need to be going. Just all the time, and I'm getting sick.
Yeah,
There's always something.
There's always something. Life happens.
Life does happen. See, and if I had time to write a plan out, I would probably put that in the plan.
Yep. Always do that. Always.
If we say 6 months, let's probably make it 8 just to make sure.
Yeah, I was listening to a talk, and the person was like, if somebody comes up to you and asks you to have something, asks when you can have something done, don't give them one time frame. Give them the best possible time frame. Is if everything goes perfectly 100% correct, give them the time frame where there's a few kinks, a couple things happen, and then give them the time frame where like all hell broke loose and everything's going wrong. And then if they say no, we need a certain time, well, you got those 3 time frames, yeah, because you don't want to give. Sorry, the dog. Ewok, shut it. Hey, go get your toy. But yeah, you don't want to give one time frame and pretty much seem like a liar or something if it doesn't actually get done. How'd your headset die?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just listening to you.
Right.
But yeah, it's the time frame thing, and then keeping it and that's the thing. Like going back to the social media thing, like you need to, like we've already talked about in other podcasts, you have to give yourself time to test the game. Like you should be putting the game out there as often as possible. So you have to give yourself time to test. That needs to be on there. And social media is a big part of that. You also need to give yourself time to be like, okay, let me find time when I should start this part. Like, so you should set up your social media in like stages, like your campaign. Okay, let's just start talking to people here. Okay, let's start doing this part here. And let's do this here. And it's just really, like, you just need to kind of have it mapped out. Now, everything is obviously subject to change, but it's just a good idea to kind of give you more of an idea and a kind of a plan, a game action plan of where you're going and what you're going to do. So, and social media, it needs to be a big part of your plan because it just helps you succeed. So why wouldn't it be?
Yeah. Exactly.
So, like I think what I'll do is, now that we're discussing this a little bit more live here, I'll probably get everything fixed up and ready to go tomorrow and this weekend. Remember, I'm off Sunday, Mondays. So what I'll do is maybe possibly Monday do a maybe 20-minute video, 30-minute video of me doing the level design of the game. Like I'll have everything working and just start mapping it out. Where is it gonna happen? And probably animate the chair coming down. Okay, cool, that works now. The player can jump. That we'll do later. But start all that stuff off, and then okay, cool. Now the level's working. Now we have the level working. Once the level's working, either I can continue doing more things to that level, like adding the lava in the background, stuff like that. Adding, like I want to learn how to do cutscenes because we need a few. Nah, I'm not trying to go crazy with cutscenes, but we need a couple. Like I know how to do cutscenes the simple way, but we need to do cutscenes. Like here's the intro, now play the game. So maybe something like that. But yeah, or I can just start on the next level and build the assets I need for the next level. Because once you have the assets done, you could tweak the level as much as you want, and you can build them all over and over again, however you feel like they need to be built. But until you have those pieces, it's like you don't have the game ready to go. Like the first level is super simple. It needs these pieces to be in place, and then it needs to have a big background of basically just lava as the background. But the next level is going to be more in depth. It's going to have like some, you're going to be inside like a spaceship a little bit, so it's going to have to be like corridors. So it's going to be more of a time-consuming project.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to do that and then post it on our social media.
Monday, I'm gonna work on and get the grapple hook going.
Yeah, if we can get the player moving Monday, so we could test, and make sure the player's working. Oh, that's right. I'm also working on the player. I forgot all about that. Jeez, like I'm actually doing really a lot, guys. Might not seem like it. Maybe I should start posting pictures.
Mr. Ogel, Mr. Ogel.
Yeah. I pretty much haven't done almost. I just need a mirror image, texture and color and all that. But once that's done, I can at least then start. I'm gonna design it a little differently because I know it looks a little too similar to certain things.
Just a little bit.
I can share my screen if you want. Let's see.
No, we're not supposed to show stuff. Remember? That's for Monday. We'll show Monday. We show Monday. We gotta bring them back. Gotta give them something to look forward to.
Okay, all right. Well, we're done with this podcast. Come back in 30 minutes to hear more. If you like the white noise sounds of dogs barking in the background, please stay tuned. But did you just mute yourself? Is that why it's so quiet all of a sudden?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, man. So anyway, yeah, like we'll bring you guys back. I'll show you guys some stuff. I'm trying to work on a player, just because like obviously you have to have a player, but I'm doing something super simple. It looks like a block guy. When I say block guy, I mean like a Lego block guy. But I'm gonna transform it so it's different. Maybe give it a little bit more of a different kind of leg. Probably cut up the hand so it actually looks like just like a bigger thumb or something like that. But for the most part, I think I'll probably stay like a block Lego kind of person, because it's something simple, and I'm not a character artist. I'm not trying to be a character artist, but we need to have our own character because they don't really have characters. So if I do something simple like this, I can always just constantly come in here and change it if we want a different color. We want it to look simple, make it easier for us. And then I have a rigged character that works and it can move and it's animated. And so there we go. We have our jumping. We have that little techniques. And if
then we pitch to Lego, we make millions.
Or we get food and they take the $5 we have. Either way, it won't look like a Lego guy, I promise. All right, it might a little bit, but for the most part, it won't look like it.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
If they say anything, then that means we made it, and we could use whatever money.
That means we're famous.
We could use whatever money to redo it.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna tweak the leg to make it look like something. Anyways, so yeah, and that's part of the journey. Like, so that's part of the social media journey, and I post pictures, and I don't know really how to do GIFs. Like, so I gotta learn all this stuff. I mean, I do, but I don't. So, anyways, how's everyone else doing?
Yeah, I'll show you how to do GIFs, or you can just send the video to me, and I can just do it.
Yeah,
it's not hard.
Well, yeah. So, but basically, it's just kind of like trying to get your presence out there, getting yourself known.
You definitely have to put yourself out there, because if you don't, nobody's gonna see or know about you. So you could be doing something super killer, and then some other person tweets something that's like half as killer as yours, but since they're putting themselves out there, they're gonna get noticed and they're gonna get picked for a job or something. And then you'll be like, why does this person get all the attention? I'm doing this that's 50 times better, but nobody knows that you're doing that. So
right, and not only that, but like, look, and I have to say for myself, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, even though I like I like the sound of that.
Oh, he's tooting his own horn.
Because of this, I mean, I don't know what your opinion is, but I would say that I've been more productive in these last few weeks and actually showing up with work done than I have been in like probably 6 months,
Yeah.
because it's keeping me like, okay, we got to just do it. Like, I don't care if there was nobody listening to us or nobody following us. Just the fact that I know that somebody could at some point is keeping me motivated to be like, okay, gotta get it done. It's almost like a class. Like, you're like, I gotta get my project done. But I'm excited about it, so it doesn't have that I'll wait till the last minute to do it kind of thing. You know,
Yeah.
like like I'm excited to work on it, so it's like, okay, cool. Oh, I gotta get this done. Oh, I gotta show everyone. You know, so that's kind of what it's about.
Yeah, that is what it's about. I've actually been doing that for the templates I've been making. I've been posting process on that. The first template seems to have died off. It only made $90, but still, that's a good amount.
Yeah.
This next one, it's pretty cool. Go to our Instagram. I'll put a link. I have some gifts on there. Maybe I'll show it off Monday when we do our thing. But it's pretty cool. Like I worked on the documentation for it to like so people know how to work everything, and it's like 23 pages.
Oh wow.
I went pretty in depth with it.
Nice, man.
But yeah, hopefully that one does good. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll release it next week. I got a few things to work out with it, but yeah.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, now that I have it, like I've been posting about it, I'm like, oh man, I gotta follow through.
Right?
And hopefully,
you just have to.
I'm just hoping like the goals I want to set are just like small ones. Because if you go to set like big goals, then you get discouraged a lot faster. So my goal for this one is to at least have one more be sold than the last one. That's my goal.
Yeah, and you don't like. That's the thing is like it's just smart. It's just smart, especially when you're working on a small team or no team or whatever you're working on. It's just smart. If
Yeah.
you put too much on yourself, you're gonna be hurting yourself basically, and just being like, oh, now I'm miserable. This is too much. I can't do it. You know. So don't do that to yourself. You know.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. So keep it small, keep it within scope, keep it within spec. And that's the thing. I think so many people misunderstand the idea of like, oh, so that means I can't do anything. Like I just have to keep it this way. No, that's not what it means at all. What you could do is start off small with the like the project. So you could be like, okay, I want to make this big RPG. Let me start off with this little guy. Let me get an inventory system working. Cool. Okay, now let me get a quest system working. But try to turn those into a game. Maybe you just walk around and you pick up inventory and that's all you do, and then you sell stuff. Like, who knows? But you just need to do something.
When you're starting out, keep your ideas small. So when you have an idea, then write it down and then go back through it and try to take out 50% of it and then do that one. Because even though you're trying to start, even though like you're planning it, okay, I want a small game, it'll still be pretty big. So you go back in there, you reduce it a bit more.
Right, exactly. And not only that, but like you don't feel so overwhelmed where you can't complete it and you can't accomplish it. You feel like proud of yourself for what you're doing. Hold on one second.
Yeah, definitely start small.
Yeah. And focus on the dream. Go for it,
Yeah. Don't give up, that's for sure.
No, don't give up. And like even myself, like and Cody, I mean, he's working hard and stuff on his own projects, to pay bill, the actual work. And he's very motivated. He's always working I myself have been putting in as much time as not as much as I probably could. I could probably put in a couple extra hours here and there, and maybe I have a little slacking off a little too much. But for the most part, even with how much we've been working on this, and I think we were working on this project a couple of weeks before we started the YouTube stuff, I
Yeah.
would say. So even before then, we weren't really, super productive on it. So even now, as long as it's taken us putting in as much as we can when we can, we're not super far. So think about and this is a little scope. Think if we had a big scope, how long that would take us.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
this
would.
thing's already turning into more
I'd
than I wanted
probably.
it.
I'd probably. I don't know. But yeah. I mean, especially if you're have other job and work to do, that'll definitely get in the way.
Yes. And then family and friends, and they want to hang out.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would say, in my opinion, I think yes, sometimes it's okay to say no, oh yeah, I can't tonight, whatever. But then at some point, it's yeah, you need to go out, go out, that's why I take Sundays off. I don't do really anything other than um, hang out or work on this stuff. But Sundays is all about just spending time with my family because you need a day. You just have to, because otherwise, what's the point? Why are you going to work so hard where you don't have any free time for yourself? What's the point of that?
Yep.
But
I
yeah,
actually think that's a good note to leave off on.
are we already there?
No, we're not. But I am starving.
How long have we been doing it for?
40 minutes. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Yeah, if you're starving, you should probably go get food. That's because, like we just said, it's important to spend time with family. And if family is considered eating, then you should probably go eat something.
Yeah, I actually do that. Even though I work 10 plus hours a day, every meal, we usually watch a couple of shows. Lately, we've been watching Parks and Recreation.
Oh, nice.
That show's
Yes,
hilarious.
that is a very good show.
But yeah, I think that'll do it though for this one. Sorry to cut it
Well, sounds
short.
good. Then maybe next week we could talk about making sure that you spend time with family, and
Yeah,
it's okay to step away.
yeah, definitely is.
So
You don't want to burn out and then hate doing what you used to love to do.
yeah, because that's no fun.
Yeah.
So.
And keep an eye on our Twitter. I'll post all these links in the description below, but keep an eye on our Twitter for Monday because we might do the live thing. If not, we'll do a video for sure, even if it's just us showing just working on stuff and all that stuff. But hopefully we'll do it live.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye. We'll post some stuff on there, and maybe we'll start saying, "Hey, anybody have questions on our Twitter?" And then we can talk about those on here too, because maybe someone throws a question up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, definitely keep an eye out. We'll be posting some more stuff. I will try. We'll try really hard to do the level on Monday so that everyone can see that process.
Yeah, that'll be cool to look at.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. In the meantime, keep creating, keep dreaming, and
Keep
if you need
living.
anything, yeah, and if you need anything, we're here.
Yep. Stop by the
Just, reach
Discord,
out.
do all that stuff. And we
Yep.
will see you guys Monday. Bye.
Bye.